Hi there, in this lesson we're going to look at working out the area of a parallelogram. It's a funny word to try and say 5 times in a row. I'll not even attempt it here. However, this is a shape. It's very similar to a rectangle. It's just been shoved a wee bit, nudged a wee bit at the top and kind of slid over to the side. You can almost look at a kind of squinty rectangle. Now, to understand why it's called a parallelogram, well, opposite sides are parallel. That side here, oops, that's not a very good line. That side there is parallel to this side here, and also this side here is parallel to this side there. So that's why it's called a parallelogram. And in actual fact, a rectangle is just a special type of parallelogram. Right, now how do we work out the area of this thing? Well, it's actually really quite easy. Now watch what I do here. If I just take this part to create a vertical edge there and add it on to this side here, and if we just nudge this along, you can see that the bottom of the rectangle I've created is 7 and the height is still 4. So this area here is the same as the parallelogram, so we just do 4 times 7, which is 28 centimetres squared. Just watch what happened there again. So all that happened was we took this part here and added it over here and then just worked out the area of this rectangle, 7 times 4. So it's really just length times breadth. However, we're going to use slightly different notation for the area of a parallelogram. Similar to a triangle, we're going to use base and height. So basically just base times height. Okay, let's look at a few examples and show you how easy this is. Now, in the first one here, we've got our base of 12 and our height of 7. Now, it's really important that the base and the height are at right angles to each other. Another name for that is perpendicular. But you'll notice here that if I extend this line here, it creates a right angle with the height, and those are the two numbers we want to use. Some examples give you 3 numbers to try and catch you out a wee bit. They might give you this diagonal, but that can't be the height. The height needs to go from the bottom straight up here so that it's at right angle. So anything they give you over here in this kind of diagonal, just ignore it. So write your formula down, which is base times height, and do 7 times 12. And if you're doing 7 times 12, you should, I've got a calculator up here with a tick, but 7 times 12, you just do 7 times 10 is 70, double 7 is 14, you get 84 centimetres squared, and that's pretty much it. Okay, another example down here, we can see that the base is 2.5, this is the vertical height, straight up and down, 9.3. Now, because that's quite difficult to do, I think we will use a calculator here, so I'll just get my calculator ready. So we're going for 9.3, so type it in, 9.3 multiplied by 2.5, and that's 23.25 centimetres squared. So 23.25 centimetres squared. And that's how to work out the area of a parallelogram.